Hi guys. I just wanted to make a video on something I feel needs to be said. I'm not sure if any of these videos help people, but maybe they do. And only time will tell. But that's not what I wanted to say. What I want to say is we are living in a fake world. I don't have many issues with AI. I think it can be helpful for a lot of things. Like one time I literally could not figure out a word. I was trying so hard to figure out this specific word, and I had to use AI to figure out what it was. But now all these videos coming out, it's actually very dangerous. Criminals can use it. Serial killers can use it to lure people. Jealous people can use it to break apart couples. Friends and friendships can be broken by someone who wants revenge. Pretty soon it's going to advance, and we're not going to know what is real and what is fake. And you have to think to yourself, do you like living in a fake world? I mean, do you like fake friendships? Do you like fake relationships? I hope not. I mean, how mad would you be if if you find out they're fake? I've always hated fake friendships and fake relationships and lies. And these videos advancing is just showing that we're going to be okay with the lies, and we're going to be manipulated more and more. And we're just going to believe what we see without doing further research. And it's going to get dangerous because power can fall into the wrong hands. If a great power like that falls into the wrong hands, there is hell to pay. And it's already happening right now. We already have that situation going on. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not just talking about that one person. I'm literally talking about groups of people and fake influencers. I get it, times are tough, we need to make money. But this is dangerous. I have a theory that when we spend time on our phone, way too much time for our own good, scrolling through TikTok for hours on end, watching brain rot, I have a theory that it rewires the emotional parts of our brain and wires to be more robotic. Because that is what we're seeing. We're seeing fake robotic stuff online. And I see it firsthand because I see, ever since all this shit took over and TikTok became a thing, I see people lack empathy. And it's so hard to have a genuine, real friendship nowadays. I try to make friends every day. I've been trying so hard, and I've been failing. And all my life I would say I have been failing, but there were times I got lucky and made a few friendships. But I fail more now rather than succeeding. I feel like people just don't know what it means to be human anymore. And when I treat people with human decency, they're not used to it. People in my class are not used to it. People I go to clubs are not used to it. Clubs I go to, just being in public, they don't recognize human decency. It's because our brains are being rewired to be more robotic and fake and less caring, because this world is actually getting even more fucked up. And instead of caring more, we're doing the opposite. We're becoming less human, which is not going to solve the problem. It's not going to solve all the problems this world has. It's just going to train us not to care. And then we just become a zombie. Just like people want to intend. We're living in a dangerous world. And we need to be there for each other now more than ever. And we need to rewire our brains to be more emotional again. I don't think people know this, but the way your brain works is even if you get brain damage, which I have, you can still rewire and retrain your brain because the brain is like a muscle. It is your strongest muscle, and it strengthens through resistance and training and repetition. And those wires will reconnect if you train it the way you want it to be. That was kind of hard to explain. Your brain is adaptable. And it does rewire itself. And it does strengthen certain areas if you work on those areas. But if you're watching TikTok all day, watching YouTube all day, nothing but brain rot, seeing all these AI videos that may or may not be fake, there's a wire in your brain being unplugged from the emotional and being plugged into the technological. Technological doesn't have emotion. Isn't the whole point of living to feel? Isn't the whole point of living to feel something in your heart emotionally? To use all your senses, and if you don't have one of those senses, then other senses make up for it. I'm pretty sure firsthand we know what numbness feels like. And numbness has to be the worst feeling. Numbness, loneliness, not being able to feel pain is the most devastating feeling in the world. And right under our noses, without realizing it, we are being rewired to be numb and not care about what truly matters. Some of us don't know it, and that's not a bad thing. I want to bring light and shed light onto this subject so you guys know. Not everyone has the resources to know this kind of thing. And how you respond shows exactly who you are. Because you are being manipulated without even realizing it. And pretty soon people are going to use technology to do something really, really bad. They already are. It starts with a tiny thing that doesn't seem so bad, but then it evolves. Like an abusive relationship. Like someone slaps you, and then they punch you, and then they kick you, and then they choke you, and then they murder you. It's a ripple effect. It is so easy to manipulate humans because our brains also not only have been rewired from empathy, but have been rewired from logic. Because technological is not logical. A lot of rewiring is done. And the proof is in the pudding. You can just see it. Every day out there, people have less empathy and people care less. There are people that care, but I've seen less care more in the last 5 years than I have in my entire life. And I am 28 years old. This world is becoming numb because we don't want to face our problems head on, because we don't believe we're strong enough. We don't believe we can do it. We say we're just one person. Remember A Bug's Life? Remember the ants versus the grasshoppers? It takes one ant to make a difference. It takes one person to make a difference. One person to start, and then another person will follow. There's a lot of followers out there. Not a lot of people want to be leaders, but there's some leaders out there. You're strong enough. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you can make a change and you can make a difference. And you need to stop living in the way you were trained to live and live through survival. Not you need to live through survival. You need to be retrained from that. Yes, survival mode is what we are put in, but we can break through survival mode. Sure, it's all we know. It's all certain people have learned. But there are other perspectives out there. You just have to open your mind. You just have to let yourself see. You just have to do research. You cannot change the world and you cannot better yourself through fake things and through things that aren't real. It's like a college essay. You don't get a good grade if it's fake. You get good grades on it if you get good sources and you do the research. You can't just half-ass shit. Maybe some classes you can, but this is real life. We're living in the now. We're living in the moment, and we need to be there for each other. Because not only is this world, this planet going to shit, our brains are going to shit faster than we realize. And I'm getting sick of not seeing emotions from humans. And there's only one thing to do. It's unplug. I think I'm done. After today, after tonight, I'm done wasting my time on YouTube. I've already gotten rid of my social medias years ago, and oh my gosh, did it feel so good. Not having friends. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying in high school when your friends are like, why didn't you like my picture? Why are you liking my boyfriend's stuff? Why are you not commenting on my status, you know? And then in relationships, it's like, why didn't you comment on my picture? Don't you think I'm attractive? Or why are you friends with Stephanie? Why are you friends with Alex? Why are you friends with Brian? Why are you friends with Dylan? Like, you know how petty that shit is? It's petty as fuck. It's a way to hurt people. It's a way to control people. Social media used to be this thing that we could have for ourselves and be ourselves, but now people use it to control others and hurt them and just be mean and nasty. I mean, look at it. The world is waking up. Half the world is mean and nasty, and half the world is nice and caring. You're gonna start seeing the true colors in everyone. And your closest friends, you're gonna realize, are so fucking ugly on the inside. And the people you didn't even give a second thought to were actually the ones who were going to be beautiful all along. On the inside. And out. And it's going to be a rude awakening. It's going to be the hardest shit we're ever going to have to see. And how are most people going to deal with it? Well, I'll just scroll on TikTok for hours. I'll just hide under my covers. Why not get the fuck up and do something about it? And be a fucking human again. We're humans for a reason. We're not robots. We're humans. Be human. Unplug. Feel again. Feeling is the true meaning of life. If we don't feel, there's no reason to live.